What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorldPodcast, and today we're going to be looking at Week 10, 2021 NFL Sunday games, and it starts off with the Bills and the Jets, and I don't know what you guys really expected. I think a lot of people, when we saw Mike White, we really wanted the Jets to be like a team where we're like, oh my goodness, they can actually do something, and it's becoming a very, very rude awakening that they're not doing anything. So at this point, I guess it's back to the same old Jets. The Bills, took care of them quite easily. It was a thorough beating throughout, so it made us understand, the Bills are still formidable. We're going to get to the Patriots because the Patriots are getting more and more dangerous by the week, and it looks like that whole Tom Brady thing is starting to kind of shake a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, people have figured it out, that type of thing. Well, we'll get to that in a second, but the Bills, they look like they were back. They did take some bad losses. Like, a lot of people are saying, yo, Gmia, what do you think about the Bills going forward? Do you think that they've matured enough to be able to win when it counts? And I got to be totally honest, I still like Josh Allen. So I can't go against it, you know what I'm saying? Because I like him. I think he can do stuff with Diggs, and they got a very, very good defense, and they got other weapons on the team. So I like the Bills going forward. Speaking about Tom Brady, the Buccaneers fell to the Washington football team. And Chase Young tore his ACL. That young man was, really putting in work. They were already out, without Montez Sweat. That defense has really been a letdown for this year. But they manhandled Tom Brady, and the one way that you can do it is when you play Tom Brady. If his defense can't stop you or they give up plays, that's one of the ways that you beat Tom Brady. The other way is to always get pressure in his face. Now, they did a good job of that defensively, being able to get that pressure on him regularly. He made a lot of bad passes in this game, and again, they had turnovers that were, even the coach said, Bruce Arians, like, yo, they played dumb. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, for everybody that's thinking that Tom Brady's just going to go away, it's not going to happen like that. We all know playoff Tom Brady is a whole different animal. So don't get too excited about it, guys. We're going to have to see how it works out later on, because this is just a regular season game. They're not even looking at it as if it's something where it's going to bother the team because they have great leadership. So Washington, you got a great win. Please, please do not take the Buccaneers lightly. The Falcons and the Cowboys. I've been saying this for years. Matty Dry Ice is trash, but nobody wants to listen to me. That dude right there, they got to get rid of him now. And I mean, like, immediately, like, take his locker and remove it from the actual stadium, because the guy is not a good quarterback. But it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? You guys gonna still ride with him, whatever. I put it out on Twitter. People are still supporting Matty Ice. That's fine. The dude sucks. Cowboys destroyed them. The game was over in the first half. They literally, I thought they were going to concede in the first half, but I don't think an NFL team can do that. You still have to play the game out, which is why you shouldn't get blown out, because you got to sit there looking absolutely ridiculous for another 30 minutes. So it was really, really bad. It is what it is. The Falcons, what did we think they were going to do anyway? You know what I'm saying? But bro, Matt Ryan, even when he won the MVP, I was still like, yo, this dude is garbage. Like, dude, he's just not the guy. Saints and the Titans. This was a very, very interesting game, simply because I don't know what either of these teams are going to be doing based on the injuries, but I will tell the Saints fans this. You got cheated. That roughing the passer when it was a pick in the end zone was really, really unwarranted. I don't know what they saw, and these are the things that make the NFL not the NFL. And I understand, like I said, I'm all about player safety, but that had nothing to do with player safety. It was just a bad call. And the Saints, I think that turnover would have turned the game around for them. And it just worked out. They went down, they scored, and it is what it is. In the NFL, it's very, very difficult to deal with a lot of the things that goes on. Even with the fact that we have all this instant replay, the refs still make horrendous calls in very, very bad situations, and that was just one of them. The Jaguars and the Colts. I got to be totally honest. Carson Wentz is hilarious. Some of the throws that he made in this game, I don't know if you should ever be able to throw that, even on any level. Pop Warner, high school, like, dude. But he goes for it, bro. And that's why I like him. Like, it's weird the way that I feel about Carson Wentz, because I don't know whether he's going to be formidable or if he's going to, just do whatever to the team. I don't know what he's doing. But I'll tell you this. He plays hard, bro. And a lot of people don't give him credit for that. He's going to make very, very stupid mistakes, but he still does play hard. And that has to mean something, right? When a guy goes out there and he's willing to give his all, I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? I used to coach, and that's something that you really have to want. Now, the decision making is bad, but his heart and everything like that, I love that. I love that about the guy. It is what it is. But it's the Jaguars. You got to beat the Jaguars. I don't know how they have 2 wins, but congratulations to the Jags, man. Lions and the Steelers. I really thought that the Lions had this game, and I know you did too. And somehow, some way, they both these teams, the Lions and the Steelers, played trashy enough, just enough to get a tie. I don't know when the last tie was, but this game was abysmal. It was disgusting. It was like, yo, what? Big Ben Roethlisberger was out for this game, and it made the franchise look at it. You see how important a franchise QB is? For those of you guys that don't understand how important it is, watch this game. Go back and look at it on NFL Network. Go take a look at it. That's why you need a franchise quarterback, because Jared Goff is garbage, and we all know that. But Big Ben is out one game, and this dude Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer, dude, he goes out there and he's just terrible. But it's not even about that. Even with all the bad things that go on, you still have to know, like, bruh, this is the Lions. Like, you know, like, you got to still will your team to win the game. So Mike Tomlin deserves some of the blame as well. But it was a very, very ridiculous game. And it ended in a tie. And a lot of people didn't even know that the ties exist. It's like, what? How don't you know that? But it doesn't really matter. That's not what it's about. The bottom line is that it's always a game like this every week where you're like, yo, these teams suck. And it's kind of unfortunate that the Steelers are in that ballpark, but they were yesterday. The Browns and the Patriots, this was embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? Mac Jones, first rookie with 3+ pass TDs, 0 interceptions in a game in NFL in New England history. You know, is he creeping up on Tom Brady? I'm not ready to say that yet, but I had to tweet it out. The man was throwing lasers. Like, dude, he was literally throwing lasers. If you follow me, on Twitter at GmiasWorld, you'll know, bro. Listen, I'm watching the games. I'm watching them on different screens. I'm trying to see as much as I can see, bro. This game was drawing me in because the Browns are playing horrendous, but Mac Jones is doing whatever he wants, and just like that, the Patriots are 6-4. So I think people need to realize that and start to understand that, like, dude, the Buccaneers are looking kind of sad, and the Patriots are like, coming up. We don't know, dude. Tom Brady better start doing what he got to do, because don't mess around and let Bill Belichick start going to the playoffs again, because that might turn into something real nasty. The Vikings and the Chargers. I have to go ahead and let you guys understand this right from the skip, bro, from the jump. I don't know whichever way it goes, the jump or the skip, but I'm going to tell you this again. The Vikings are a dangerous team because Kirk Cousins, he's a good quarterback, but it's just you don't know about the consistency. And that's what's always bothered me about him. Like, you can see he has the intangibles. Even when he was with Washington, that dude used to go out and have 5 touchdown games, do whatever he wants, and then the next game throw 4 picks. Like, you don't know what he is. Jekyll, Hyde, like, what's going on? But this win was huge for the Vikings. I don't think even Viking fans picked them to beat the Chargers, to be totally honest. I was looking at the polls. So it's a very huge win for them. Obviously, I don't believe that the Vikings are a threat in the North. I think Green Bay is going to go ahead and take care of that. But it is what it is. Whichever way you view it, it's still a big win for them and an upset. So, I guess it is what it is. The Panthers and the Cardinals. I want to go ahead and say, congratulations to Cam Newton, signing with the team. But is Superman Cam back? I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? Like, dudes were happy. He came in, he rushed for a touchdown, he passed for a touchdown. Everybody's happy. We don't know what Cam we're going to get. And we have to wait to see what's going to happen. But the Panthers beating the Cardinals, this was a very important win for the Panthers. Because this is a dangerous thing, because I don't know if you guys remember, earlier this year, we were all in on the Cardinals about how good they were and all the stuff. Then they won a game without DeAndre Hopkins and Kyler Murray, and they got destroyed by the Panthers. So we have to start to look. The NFL is just so weird. Like, you can't really pinpoint, which way you're going. You know what I'm saying? Like, these dudes go out there and they'll just get dominated randomly, and you're like, yo, hold on, you're supposed to win that game. And everybody thought the Cardinals were going to just go ahead and just destroy them, and it's not what happened. So now you're in a situation where it's like, all right, cool. What are we thinking here about the Panthers? And it is a dangerous football team now, because they can start to do certain things in the South. Like, we got to watch that team, the Eagles and the Broncos. So Teddy Tapwater, a week prior, beat the brakes off the Dallas Cowboys, right? And everybody was like, Teddy Tapwater, dude, like what? And I'm like, yo, that dude still sucks. It just so happens that every now and again, the sun will shine on the dog's butt cheeks. Like, that's what happens. And we got to see it again. And then he made a business decision on an interception with Darius Slay, where he just acted like he was going to do something and didn't. Dude, he has to go. I'm telling you this right now. I really, 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 really hope that he gives a lot to charity, because he is very blessed. Because that dude has gotten away with making a lot of money, and he is terrible. Teddy Tapwater is terrible, dude. And then now the locker room just won't respect him. Like, I don't know. You got to at least lean your body out and make a better acting. You can't make people see that on film. You got to really, if you're far away and you don't want to stretch out, maybe you'll get injured, that's fine. But the way he did it was so bad in a game that was close that they could have probably worked in. And I don't know. It just really, it rubbed me the wrong way. And then the commentators kept replaying it, and I kept getting more and more upset. Seahawks and the Packers. Keep in mind, Russell Wilson is coming off that hand injury. So he said his thumb felt fine or whatever was going on was fine, but the score wasn't fine. And 17-zip is 17-zip. Very disappointed in the Seahawks. This is going to definitely be a losing season for them, so we don't really need to worry about anything else. You can kind of just write them off now. No way they come back and do anything. DK Metcalf, with his shenanigans, is probably going to be suspended for a game. It's a lot of weird stuff going on, because when you lose, and it's a lot of testosterone out on the field, it gets crazy, bro. It really does. And DK is showing that, like, bro, look, Pete Carroll, they don't respect you, bro. Dudes haven't respected him since that Super Bowl decision. So he better be careful. He might lose his whole team. Like, dude, you got guys, like, you're not going to see that type of excessive behavior in a lot of players because they know that coaches just won't have it. DK Metcalf is running around like he don't care about nothing. And it is what it is. And in our last game of the night, the Chiefs and the Raiders, dude, 41-14. I told you guys last week, I thought Patrick Mahomes was done. He's like, nah, we ain't done yet. 406 yards, 5 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 127.6 passer rating. Am I impressed by that? No. He's going to have to show me again and again, because I thought he was done. But the Raiders defense sucked last night, and it was really and then Derek Carr just was terrible. It was a really bad situation, and they made the best of it, and that's pretty much it. That's how it all came together. But I still got my eye on the Chiefs, bro. You know what I'm saying? Tyreek Hill had a huge game. Obviously, Patrick Mahomes had a huge game. I'm still, the jury's still out. I'm still looking. So we'll go ahead and figure that out. But it was a really, really big win for the Chiefs. I want to thank you guys, girls, for watching. You have an unbelievable day. Until next time. One love, y'all.